Hey, everybody. Last week we talked about eat to sleep. What foods that we eat can promote good sleep? Those are the macronutrients. That's carbohydrates and protein. So this week it's the micronutrients, those tiny little nutrients that make all the difference. Let's get to the PowerPoint, shall we? Not PowerPoint, but presentation. So we're talking about the night shift crew. You ever think about it? What does your body do when you're asleep? Lots going on there. But we're going to talk about today 10 vitamins and minerals that help your sleep. All right, where's my advance? There we go. So even when you're asleep, your body is wide awake. You'd be amazed at how many things happen, how many things you do, your cells do while you're asleep. It's repairing tissues. It's balancing hormones. It's storing memories. It's resetting your rhythms. Um, and that's just the tiny, tiny, tiny short list of things that it's doing. But your night shift crew, your vitamins and minerals and all the essential nutrients, we'll talk about what exactly they are. They can't clock in if they're missing. So micronutrient deficiencies can manifest themselves as broken rhythms, restless nights, foggy mornings, and much more. Now, the article that peaked, I looked at, a couple dozen articles for this, but this particular article I wanted to highlight because it's a review article. So these scientists looked at 26 other articles about sleep and micronutrients. And I love, see how it says in the title, systematic review. So when there's a review article, and I found this on PubMed.gov, um, the review article gives a perspective of many, many different scientific studies. And we'll look at some of you don't have to read this fine print here, right? But we'll look at some of the secrets that they found when they looked at all of those studies. So what we'll discover today is the 10 essential vitamins and minerals that power a restful sleep, how micronutrients regulate melatonin, cortisol, neurotransmitters, common deficiency signs that you might be missing, and some action steps to keep your night shift crew on duty. Let's get to the secrets. Secret number 1. Let's talk about the melatonin makers. Just as examples, we could talk about vitamin B6, but there are other B vitamins in this whole discussion. Magnesium and zinc. Key points. These nutrients are needed to convert tryptophan. We talked about that turkey amino acid, right? Into serotonin and then melatonin. And a deficiency will both affect how quickly or how easily you fall asleep, but also how long you stay asleep. So there are different aspects of sleep quality. It's not just can you fall asleep? Some people, you've heard of some people, they can fall asleep standing up, right? I've actually kind of done that a couple times, but um, it's also how long you stay asleep and how refreshed you feel in the morning. So what are our action steps? Pair every meal with a source of magnesium and fiber. It stabilizes your hunger. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is an action set from last week. This is what happens when I do my slides at the wee hours of the morning. So I'm going to have to do another action step, but magnesium is important in this discussion. So I'll get back to that. Secret number 2, the stress soothers. Examples: vitamin C. There's another B vitamin poking up its head, and calcium. Key points. These micronutrients support your adrenal function, and they calm your cortisol rhythm. And we know cortisol is directly directly aligned with or associated with your inflammatory response. So chronic inflammation, ding, 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 ding. And a deficiency in those particular micronutrients can affect your stress, your adaptation to stress, basically, and nighttime waking and anxious sleep. So what can we do? Evening citrus, such as bell peppers, broccoli, for vitamin C. Now, we think about vitamin C a lot of times as the sunshine vegetable, or sunshine fruit, drinking that in the morning, but the vegetable components also help in the evening. Also adding a calcium-rich snack, such as chia pudding, tahini, if needed. Secret number 3, the rhythm regulators. So examples: iron, vitamin D, and omega-3s. Now, omega-3s aren't vitamins or minerals, they're essential fatty acids, but they are a very important part of this discussion. So what are some of the key points? Iron, it supports oxygen delivery to your cells, but a deficiency is also linked in the research to poor sleep. Vitamin D, it helps so many functions in the body. It's amazing. But one of its key functions is helping to regulate your circadian rhythms and your serotonin. And it's estimated that 41% of Americans might be deficient in vitamin D. So important. So get your sunshine. Oh, that might be on the next slide, but it's so important, that morning sun we've been talking about. Now here we go with the omega-3s. They help to balance inflammation and your mood. And in older adults, the research shows that it improves sleep quality. So multifunctional, multifactorial, multi-benefits to these micronutrients. So if your sleep is really disturbed, then make sure your iron is in the right zone. So you can ask your doctor to check your ferritin levels. Also, there we go, sunlight, as well as fatty fish, walnuts, flax, to get those vitamin D activations, as well as the omega-3 fatty acids. Okay, bonus secret. Bonus secret number 1, actually, is micronutrient synergy. The night shift crew works as a team, not as solo. So what are the key points? Nutrients rarely act alone. For example, you hear about individual B vitamins, B1, B2, B3, all the numbers. But more often, I think we hear about the B complex because they work together. But not just the B vitamins, all of the vitamins, all of the minerals, they're called cofactors. So there are whole chains of metabolic reactions in your body where one nutrient is needed and it'll pass it off to another nutrient, or a cofactor is needed to activate a nutrient. It's amazing. But that means you need all the nutrients, right? So single supplementing, or what some people call fractionated nutrition, when you single supplement one uh, vitamin or one mineral or one complex that you hear about usually on YouTube or on the news, that can really cause problems in your body because it can deplete another supplement because they're all needed to work together. It can overwhelm or uh, build up in that metabolic chain and cause stress in the body. And I said here, think of the fire line. We used to hear stories about, I think there's still places where this is true. When there was a fire, everyone would come from the neighborhood, right? And they would make a fire line with buckets from the creek or from the, I grew up near a creek, so I'll just say the creek. And they would have a line of buckets, and the empty buckets would go down to the creek, and people would pass them off. But then the full buckets of water came back up from the creek, and they used that to put out the fire. But what happens if there's a gap in the line? Then all of those full buckets that are coming back, they don't make it to the fire. They just collect somewhere along the path. And so not only are they not doing any good, but eventually it could be that all the buckets run out, or they all the new buckets, all the empty buckets run out, and there's nothing that's going to quench the fire because there's a gap in that line. Well, these micronutrients fill in the gaps. So we need them all. So nutritional completeness, I love that, is your best insurance for sleep and recovery. So what are the action steps? Audit your diet diversity this week. The colors, the textures, the variety. We need all the colors, right? And anchor with a comprehensive micronutrient foundation. And I'm going to share exactly what that means. First, though, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm DrLisa Singletary, if we haven't met, also known as the 100-pound weight loss specialist. And I empower transformation from the inside out with the 5 M's of total transformation. And this month, we have 5 Saturdays, so we get to highlight 1 M each week. And this week is micronutrients. So I'm wearing a pink shirt. So is Tony. Thanks, Tony. Alrighty. But yes, I am the 100-pound weight loss specialist because I've actually personally lost over 150 pounds. And I am a family physician. I retired from medical practice. I have a master's degree in public health, which is why I love digging into all of these studies. And it's my privilege to be a holistic health educator, certified holistic health coach. And I'm passionate about empowering you to get to your health goals. Let's take a look at the Wayback Machine. I didn't know a lot about nutrition at this time. This is 2006, but I had the benefit, and I was extremely overweight, as you can see, but I had the benefit, the gift, actually, of motion. And also, I mean, ballroom dancing did a lot for my body, it did a lot for my sleep, it did a lot for me at that time. But a couple years after that previous photo, I gave up ballroom dancing and my medical practice to go home and take care of my parents. And after 8 years, I needed my father's wheelchair just to get around the house. I needed a miracle. Now, we don't talk about miracles in health and wellness. So this is actually my disclaimer slide. So here's the disclaimer. I am a medical physician. I am a medical doctor, but I'm not practicing. I left my practice behind. So this is not a consultation. This is not a second opinion. Like I said, I left that behind, but I still have a lot of that medical knowledge in my brain and my experience with my patients, my clients, and my own personal experience. And I'm telling you personally, I needed a miracle at that time. And something happened in the year 2015. And this is a plot of my weight over the decades, right? There's high school, college, medical school, family practice, residency, my master's in public health from Johns Hopkins, all the periods, then my professional career, and I was on a very, very bad trajectory. But something happened in 2015 that helped me go from the picture on the left to the picture on the right to my continuing journey today. So bonus secret number 2, Nutrify deeply. If you give your body what it needs, it will do amazing things. So it's good to know that nutritional completeness supports your circadian clock. And when you miss nutrients, that's a setup for fatigue, for cravings, for metabolic slowdown, and for poor sleep. So I'm going to share with you my nutrition blueprint for rhythm mastery. And rhythm is important. This entire month, we're talking about rhythm and restoration, or restore and rhythm mastery. And my key to ensuring that I am nourishing deeply, and when I work with my clients, I'm telling them how to nourish, Nutrify deeply, is the 5 steps to nutritional completeness. Step number 1, avoid the bad foods. And we've got a great resource for you for that. And step number 2, the 90 essential nutrients. Your body needs them every day. That's the fire line, right? They need everyone on, all hands on deck. Step number 3, antioxidants, anti-inflammatories, adaptogens. That helps with your stress response, with oxidative stress, with all of these environmental bombardments we're under constantly. I mean, your body was designed, it's amazing, and it was designed to handle a certain amount of stress, but modern living has often overwhelmed our body's capacity. So we have to support the stress busters in our body. Step number 4, the health of your gut, the health of your digestive system is so important. And that means not just the gut microbiome, which is in the news, but your gut lining. And everything has to be healthy to function properly. Your gut does amazing things, being able to sort what actually enters the body and keeping out what shouldn't be entering your body and your bloodstream. But if your gut is leaky, if it's inflamed, it can't function and it can't sort well. And things that aren't supposed to get into your bloodstream get in there. And that's the setup for chronic illness, for autoimmune diseases. It's so important, your gut health. We got to focus on that. That's the foundation of nutritional completeness, those 4 steps. And most people can stop there, and you'll find a dramatic increase in your body's balance, in your body's wellness, function. But step 5, now, sometimes a particular area of your body needs some targeted support. Bone support, joint support, muscle support, heart support, brain support. I need that a lot. And also all of the wellness modalities that you can find, energy medicine, red light therapy, cryotherapy, all of those things are in step 5, and they're great, but you have to build it on the foundation of the first 4 steps, or else you won't get the full benefit, and you might even have a little bit of harm. So let's talk about those 90 essential nutrients. That word essential, I always have to emphasize, has multiple meanings. It means that you need it, but it also means scientifically that your body can't make them. So these essential nutrients are critical. And it's interesting to me that 60 of those essential nutrients are minerals. And yeah, we hear about vitamins, and it's easy pretty much to find vitamins in a relatively supportive amount. We don't know about the quality, but it's very difficult to find even supplements that have even 10 essential minerals, or to get all of these 90 essential nutrients in your food. So, but they have to be taken on somehow, whether it's in your food or in your supplementation. So what are your action steps? Well, secure the foundation first, the first 4 steps. And I say start with the minerals because we're talking about the supplement foundation, but we really start with the diet, right? Because you can't out-supplement a bad diet. And the second action step is to take a health evaluation survey or a wellness selfie scan. Find out where your body needs support. So how can you do that? There you go. If you scan the QR code on the left, then that will take you to My Health Hub. And step number 1 in the Health Hub is the Health Evaluation Survey. You can find out what's your health score, but even more so, you can find out where your body is really deficient in nutrients. And the Wellness Selfie is a high-tech version that will tell you the same thing and much more. So, again, feel free to scan either one or both of those. And that tells you, number 1, where you can start, and also how you can track your journey as we fill up that nutrient well. So what we discovered today, micronutrients are your night shift crew, working behind the scenes for rest, recovery, repair, and keeping your body in rhythm. And just missing one nutrient can throw your rhythm out of balance. So we want the team working at their best, and they work at their best when everyone shows up and they are working together in sync. I love that. In synergy. Nutritional completeness matters. So, what was your big takeaway today? give me a comment in the chat. Which of those night shift crew members do you think you've been missing? All right, so we've been talking about rest, restoration, recovery, particularly sleep. And not just the nutrients affect your sleep, there are other environmental things that affect your sleep. The light, how much natural light you get. Are you synced with the light? Are you, and shift workers, you know what I'm talking about. When you have to sleep during the day, excuse me, and work during the night, you're not in sync. So what can we do? Blue lights, the screens. You, what is your nighttime ritual? And so all of this is great information, even beyond the micronutrients and macronutrients. And so I made an app for you to explore all of these ways that you can help to maximize your sleep. So just scan this QR code to get the Sleep Master app. Oh, I didn't say out loud the URLs previously, but I'll just tell you for this one, the Sleep Master app, you can get at drlisasingletary.online/sleep master, but put a hyphen in there. So sleep-master. And I have another bonus because everything starts with the good food, bad food list. But how do you really learn what the bad foods are, and how can you get a little reward for avoiding them? Because sometimes, the things that we do for our health, we don't see the benefits immediately. So we've had a 7-day challenge going without bread. We've had a gluten-free challenge. So we're stepping it up. We want to see if we can avoid the bad foods for 21 days. So this is a 21-day, 12 bad food challenge. And there's a lot of information there as well. So, and there's some gamification. So it's fun, right? When you log in your day, yes, I avoided the bad foods today. You get a little add a girl or add a boy. You get a little dopamine hit from the app. So have fun, enjoy it, but also learn about the 12 bad foods and also the good foods. So we don't leave you hanging. Because a lot of people will look at the bad food list and say, well, what can I eat? Well, there's a whole lot of yummy lusciousness on the good food list. So scan this, get the app, and have fun, but also master the first step of nutritional completeness, avoiding the 12 bad foods. All right. So you're here. Those of you who are live with me, and thank you so much for being here live. Those of you who are on the replay, thank you so much. But some of you might not know how to find next week's recording. So I'm inviting you, especially if you're on the replay, to join us live. And in order to do that, you go to drlisasingletary.online/live Zoom. That's live-Zoom. That's where you register, and you only have to register one time, and you get the link for all of my Saturday sessions. Or you can scan that beautiful QR code. So that's the live, but what about the recording? Well, the recordings happen on YouTube. So this is going to be uploaded to YouTube, and the premiere will be at 9 p.m. tonight. So every Saturday, the morning live Zoom, which is recorded, will show up on YouTube, and from there on, you can watch it at any time. So uh, please come to my YouTube channel, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all the things. But even more, join me at the watch party tonight. Of course, if you're at the watch party, it's a little meta, right? Because you're already there. But I would love for you to join me every Saturday when we premiere the latest uh, Total Transformation Secrets video. Alrighty, so we're just about at the end of our summer secrets. And so look forward next week. I'll show you what we're planning for the fall and even going into the winter. There's we need a lot of secrets. Well, I'm going to speak for myself. I need a lot of secrets to get through the fall and the winter. So many things are going on, so many disruptions, and some of them good, right? A holiday party, great disruption, but we need strategies to get through all those seasons at the top of our optimal wellness game. Alrighty. So thank you so much for being here. Those of you who are here live with me, stay on. We're gonna have a little chat, a little Q&A, and hey, I love you all. Mwah.